What is up, knife community? Happy and safe Halloween to you all. This is Blade Love from the Sharpest Edge, and I am excited to share this next video with you. A little bit of a project video. I have right here some nice grommets and sheath making supplies. I have a knife sheath backer, otherwise known as MOLLE Adaptable and Standard Adaptable for belt loops. And of course, we have our Ka-Bar knife. Which is it? It is the Slabby. So we're going to get set up right now and do a little project and have a little fun. So stay tuned. I'll be right back in a moment. So before we get this video started, I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy at Chandler's Legacy Farm. He is the one that got me all chotched up to do this video when he demonstrated his Slabby with the Esee backing he put on his Slabby, and it just kind of started my brain rolling because I was looking for a unique and different kind of carry system instead of the old standards. So what do we need here? Well, let's see. We first need the Slabby, which, check, we got it. I'm going to put the box on the side here. Not going to need that for a while. Of course, we need some Chicago screws, and right here I have Grizzly. You need the 1/4-inch Chicago screws. And of course, you know the Grizzly is ideal for gun holsters and knife sheaths. They are very good. They have the Chicago screws and the spacers in there, so we're going to need those. And I chose an Esee MOLLE Adaptable, or MOLLE Adaptable, depending on what you choose to call it, along with belt adaptable loops. So it's a really nice sheath backing. And it also holds the knife handle secure for a double secure hold here. So let's take a look at it and see what we can do and what we're going to plan for the lineup, because let's see and I think I already found the ideal spot here. So what we're going to have to do, and I'm thinking, is putting a spacer between the actual Kydex and the nylon, and then bringing in the screws. All right, so let me get to that. I won't bore you guys with actually doing it on video. I'll be right back. As you can see here, I've selected my 4 grommets, my 4 screws, and my 4 screw female connections here. So we'll be good to go in a moment. And unfortunately, we ran into a snafu because of the backing and the actual sheath thickness being pretty thick, that with or without the spacer, the screws aren't meeting up. So I'm going to order the second set longer. Probably I'll get a hodgepodge mix this time, as I'm out of my longer Chicago screws, unfortunately, in my box. So I'll continue this as soon as I get the other screws, and we'll roll right along. Well, finally, the new Chicago screws have arrived from Amazon, so we're going to resume our project here. Alright, and these are from Wildwood Tactical. They actually have the 1/2 and 3/8 in there, so we shouldn't have a problem this time. And looking at it, oh, this is interesting. They're all bagged separately, which is nice. Okay. So bear with me while I gather what I need to gather, and I'll be right back. So here we go. The first ones were 1/2 inch. These are 3/8, so I'm hoping that these will give the bite I need to fasten through the two thick pieces, of course, the nylon and the sheath together. So I'm gonna try to see what happens here. So I have the first Chicago screw in place. I had to replace the thick grommets with the grizzly thinner grommets, and I placed a grommet in between the nylon and the sheath, and then of course there is the screw, so that's just very loose fit there, just so I can get the others on and see what we can do to get the rest of them on. I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, so now we have all grommets installed for spacing. And the screws are in and everything is tightened up. And you'll notice I put my little mini wrench in the back here. That's because I found out something very interesting about this sheath while I was working on it. When I tightened everything up, I went to take the knife out of the sheath just to test to see how I was doing, and it wouldn't come out. And I was thinking, what the heck? What happened? And here, a little less known feature to me, there's a little lock pin right here. See this little lock pin? You push that in. It pushes in to release. And you can push the other side. And then it locks it from opening. I did not know this. I don't remember reading that in the nomenclature. But that's very interesting. So I'm going to keep it locked. And I'm going to stick the wrench in the back here so that I can form, just allow the nylon to form around that piece so it doesn't auto lock it on me when I'm wearing it on the belt. And then just seal the knife back up in here. Hands are so tired from working on those screws. That was no small feat for my hands tonight, that's for sure. But you'll see what I mean here. I'm putting that wrench in there so that it gives a little dip right here. And once it's done, it'll give a natural relief so that it won't keep this pin locked in the position. And if it does, I'm going to have to come up with a different idea, but I'm pretty sure it won't because I've done this before with other sheaths. But there she is. Looks really nice with the contrast with the Carol's custom handles and this Esee MOLLE Adapter sheath. Really looks sweet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll be back in a moment with a few final thoughts. I just want to thank once again my buddy at Chandler's Legacy Farm for putting me onto this Esee 3P, 4P backside MOLLE adapter for Kydex sheaths. It really worked out great. It turned out nice, and I really can't wait to start wearing it on my belt and putting it on my backpack, and just so many options. And even working with this, discovering that lock system, I had no idea. So you learn something in the knife community every day. You can never know everything or too much about knives. I mean, like my instructors, They are very old school, and they've probably forgotten more than I'll never, ever remember in my life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and this has been Blade Love from the Sharpest Edge. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and always remember, be good to yourself, and especially be good to one another out there. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. You got the sharpest edges.